After months of swirling rumors, blurred paparazzi photos, cryptic social media activity, and fan-fueled speculation, the whispers around Ice Spice and Sauce Gardner have finally materialized into something much louder and a whole lot clearer. The Munch, Feelin' You, rapper and New York Jets cornerback seem to have officially entered couple territory, and the world is watching. Though neither of them has publicly uttered the words "we're together," in the digital age of curated realities and social media soft launches, sometimes a photo speaks louder than a press release. That's exactly what happened on April 29th, when Ice Spice, known not only for her breakout hits but also for her carefully curated online presence, posted a now-viral photo dump on Instagram that sent the internet into a frenzy. Toward the end of the carousel of images, what fans would call a strategically casual dump, was the photo that seemed to confirm what so many had suspected for months. It wasn't a glamorous red carpet photo or an overproduced couple shot in some exotic locale. Instead, it was a quiet, intimate moment, the kind that feels unplanned even when it isn't. Standing in front of a mirror, Ice Spice held her pose while behind her loomed Sauce Gardner, the towering 6 feet 3 inches NFL star with the kind of confidence that doesn't need to be announced. He took the photo himself, with one hand casually holding the phone and the other wrapped protectively around her waist. The body language said it all: comfortable, familiar, intimate. There was no awkwardness, no attempt to hide. They didn't need a caption. They knew people would notice. And people did. To some, it was just a picture. But in the context of everything that had led up to that moment, it was more like the final piece of a puzzle that fans and gossip blogs had been trying to solve for the better part of a year. It was the culmination of sightings, clues, and breadcrumbs scattered across games, events, and Instagram stories. And just like that, what once was speculation had turned into a subtle but deliberate announcement. What's fascinating about this moment is not just the romantic development between the two stars, but the entire build-up to it. Ice Spice, born Isis Gaston, is no stranger to the spotlight. Bursting onto the scene with her viral hit Munch, Feelin' You, she quickly established herself as more than just another one-hit wonder. With her distinctive Bronx swagger, catchy lyricism, and striking visual persona, those signature curls, that confident yet approachable demeanor, she became a cultural icon almost overnight. From Billboard charts to brand endorsements, Ice Spice has proven that she's here to stay. But with fame comes attention, not just from fans but from other celebrities, brands, media outlets, and of course potential suitors. Her love life naturally became a subject of interest. Yet Ice Spice has always managed to walk the fine line between visibility and privacy. She shares just enough to keep fans invested, but not so much that she loses control of the narrative. That's what made this soft launch so impactful. It wasn't desperate or attention-seeking. It was a power move. It said, "Yes, we're together. And yes, we know you care." Sauce Gardner, on the other hand, has carved out his own lane in the public eye. Born Ahmad Gardner, he's one of the NFL's brightest young stars, quickly making a name for himself with his aggressive play style, undeniable athleticism, and charismatic presence. As a first-round draft pick for the New York Jets, Gardner entered the league with high expectations, and he's exceeded most of them. On the field, he's focused and relentless. Off the field, he's smooth, stylish, and increasingly tapped into the culture. It's no surprise he caught Ice Spice's eye, or that she caught his. Two had been seen together before, though always in that frustrating gray area that leaves fans guessing. Ice Spice made several appearances at Jets games throughout the NFL season, though she never made it explicitly clear who she was there to support. Cameras would catch her in the stands, sometimes bundled up in Jets gear, other times chatting with mutual friends, but never openly interacting with Gardner. It was enough to fuel rumors, but not enough to confirm anything. They were also spotted together at multiple high-profile events, including Drusky's YouTube series premiere and, more tellingly, the 2025 Vanity Fair Oscars party. That appearance raised eyebrows, not because of anything they did, but because of how they maneuvered the space. They weren't glued together like some celebrity couples who feel the need to perform their relationship for cameras. Instead, they moved through the room with a quiet confidence, exchanging looks and subtle gestures that didn't go unnoticed by those paying close attention. And then there was the moment that almost confirmed everything before the selfie did. The infamous kiss cam incident at Aiden Ross brand kickboxing event. The two were seated next to each other, already a notable pairing given the nature of the event and the cameras that would inevitably find them. When the kiss cam landed on them, the crowd held its breath. Would they kiss and make it official? Would they laugh it off like just friends? What followed was a moment of unscripted awkwardness that only added fuel to the fire. Ice Spice turned away laughing, and Gardner smiled, seemingly amused but slightly caught off guard. Commentators and fans were disappointed, some playfully booing the couple's reluctance, but in hindsight, it's clear why they held back. They were still testing the waters, not just with each other, but with the public. That moment wasn't about denying a relationship, it was about controlling its narrative. That control has been a theme throughout their rumored romance. Both Ice Spice and Sauce Gardner are at pivotal points in their careers. She's evolving from viral sensation to established artist, while he's solidifying his position as one of the NFL's top cornerbacks. Their brands are valuable, their images tightly managed. Going public too soon could invite unnecessary scrutiny or even risk overshadowing their professional accomplishments. That's likely why they waited. That's likely why, when they finally did go public, they did it on their own terms. The decision to include the mirror selfie as the second-to-last slide in a photo dump was no accident. It's a strategic move, one often used by celebrities to signal intimacy without making it the focal point. The message is clear. This is part of my life, but not all of it. By placing the photo at the end, Ice Spice ensured that fans who care enough to swipe all the way through would be rewarded with the tea. Subtle, it's modern, and it's effective. Of course, the internet did what it always does: screenshots, tweets, memes, speculation. Within hours, the image had made its way to every corner of social media, from fan pages to gossip blogs. Some fans celebrated the pairing, calling them a power couple in the making, while others expressed surprise, claiming they hadn't seen it coming. There were also skeptics, those who questioned the authenticity of the relationship or its timing. But that's par for the course. In today's fame-driven world, public relationships are scrutinized as much for their PR value as they are for their emotional depth. What makes this story so compelling isn't just that two successful young stars are dating, it's the way they've done it. In a culture where oversharing is often the norm, Ice Spice and Sauce Gardner have taken a different route. They've embraced mystery, allowed the relationship to breathe, and only shared what they felt ready to. That restraint makes the moments they do share feel more special, more intentional. It also forces fans to slow down, to appreciate the layers of what's unfolding rather than demanding instant gratification. And let's not ignore the cultural implications of their union. Both Ice Spice and Sauce Gardner represent the new generation of Black excellence, young, talented, ambitious, unapologetically themselves. Their relationship isn't just about romance. It's about visibility. It's about two people at the top of their respective games choosing to support each other in a way that feels real, grounded, and mutually beneficial. That kind of partnership, built on admiration, timing, and trust, says a lot in an era of quick flings and viral hookups.